Number 11 for this quiz. Which the Batman character are you? Batman? Catwoman? That guy in a waistcoat? Answer the questions to find out which character from the newest Batman movie is most like you. It's the latest movie in the epic Batman franchise, and in it will go back in time to a young Batman and find out how he first became a superhero. But which character from this dark and mysterious new film is most like you? Answer these questions and we'll find out. So anyways, pick an animal. Flying squirrel. What do you care about most? Getting rich. Pick a mood. Sorry, happiest opinion this quiz. Worried. What are you eating for dinner? Spaghetti. What do you think of Batman? He's great. How do you feeling today? Well, excited, huh? What name will you use the important form? Wayne. What do you think things are the best at? Jumping up tall things. Pick an accessory. Cape. You really want to eat a slice of chocolate cake, but you're not allowed. What do? Storm off in a huff. Out of 10, how moody are you? You're Batman, also known as Bruce Wayne. You're the super rich and kind of angry superhero main character. When you're not busting criminals and chasing villains, you like lurking around the city being mysterious and turning up to parties very late just to eat their snacks. Well, maybe not the last bit sound like you, huh? So anyways, please enjoy. Action! It's Xavier Riddle from Xavier Riddle and the Secret Museum. So which means how many new challengers will you total? 14? Well, cool.
Cartoons.
Hit it! Welcome to 30 Weeks for 30 Years, everyone.
And more, might that thing, bit and more
You're watching Exables Chernobyl.
That answers your question.
Hello everyone, welcome back to 30 Weeks for 30 Years. But in 2004, The Incredibles came out. But so in 2018, Incredibles 2. So, today we're going to take a look at The Incredibles versus The Incredibles 2. So anyways, please enjoy. Action!
After such a long wait, of course you'll see it, but it's better. Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we'll be checking in on everyone's favorite animated superhero family, The Incredibles.
Wow.
Everyone's special, Dash, which is another way of saying no one is.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day.
Everything knows
So be
about
sure to subscribe to our
superheroes.
channel and
Still is
you'll be
really
notified
hard to
about
tell.
our latest videos. With their new film coming out 14 years after the first, is it worth the wait, or will the original win out in the end? We're looking at varying points of interest to determine which film is
Whoa,
better.
Incredibles! Looks so incredible for the movie, y'all.
I never look back.
Meow. I didn't know told you.
P.S. Spoiler alert. Round 1. Animation. Back in the late 90s and early 2000s, the animation for all Pixar films was groundbreaking. Animation by way of computers had quickly been pushed into vogue by the new studio. And by the time The Incredibles came out in 2004,
that's still a hard-hitting
the public
job,
was excited to see what Pixar would come out with next. This movie was the studio's
I didn't know
adventure
about
to
this.
date, with
Still
thrilling animation to
groundbreaking.
pull off, like Violet's hair and high action scenes.
Yeah, looks a little bit action now.
But with Brad Bird at the helm, a man who had been around the animation block quite a few times, the film came out quite beautiful for its day. Since then, though,
Ooh,
animation
that
has
still's a
obviously
little
improved by
unique.
leaps and bounds. And that's not just at Pixar. A quick glance over the past
Skill's
decade
a
and a
good
half
hit,
of animated
huh?
films will prove that. But for the 3D Incredibles 2 in particular, Bob Parr and his family feel more real than ever before. Thanks to advances in rendering and other tech, the textures of every scene, from the nightly dinner at the Pars to a battle against the Underminer, are much
Meow.
more sophisticated in nature. And speaking of those battle sequences, they are much easier to execute as well.
Ooh, that's
giving
easier
the
than
animators time
things.
to perfect every millisecond.
Still's a little bit animated,
These
huh?
films were, and still are, gems for their
Still's
animation
a little bit
alone.
prettier
The
than
Incredibles
things.
was a challenge that Pixar rose to, but what the original invented, the sequel perfected. Winner, Incredibles 2.
The animators are going to go insane for that. They're absolutely going to go bonkers.
Round 2, comedy. Many of the laughs in the original film revolved around certain characters.
Ooh, that's the
Funny,
original one. Ooh.
and of course, Edna Mode.
You are Elastigirl! My God, pull yourself together!
Though both of their roles were small, almost everyone knows someone like either of them in real life. And therefore, they tickle our
Everything's out
funny
of my
ones all the more.
control.
You tell me what I saw this woman? We are talking about the greater good.
Feel pretty good, but now. Stop laughing.
The same could be said for the humor throughout The Incredibles. The relatable way the family interacts with one another is worthy of a
Still
giggle
a
or
little
two,
bit
as
strong.
the movie holds up a mirror to our own families.
Are we there yet?
We get there when we get there.
Plus, the one-liners and physical humor scattered throughout the film is simply iconic. In Incredibles 2, however, the humor seems to rest largely on Jack-Jack and the progression of his superpowers.
Combustion imminent? What does that mean? Ah!
It means fire, Robert.
He clearly can't handle them. He's still just a baby after
Ooh,
all.
he'd prove
so the rest of the
Jack-Jack.
family and Lucius
Still
have to do the
very
handling.
illusion than this.
Hey, that is freaky.
Sometimes he's used as a toy laser cannon. Sometimes he's shooting those lasers at a raccoon. Most of the time, though, he's running poor Bob ragged.
Ooh,
But of
that's
course,
really
as with
hard
the first,
to hit in
Edna and
town
Honey do make their
anyways.
appearances, albeit short ones,
Meow.
and make them memorably funny.
ASAP.
Where you going, ASAP? You better be back, ASAP.
We also definitely need more Edna Jack-Jack pair-ups in our lives. Though Jack-Jack driving his family a little crazy may make for some great
that's
comedic
a little
moments
bit
in the sequel,
crazier.
it's tough to beat The Incredibles at the humorously relatable game.
Coincidence? I think not.
Winner, The Incredibles.
You know, I wish my parents played Mozart when I slept because half
What?
the time I don't
That
even know
still's a little bit tied.
Round 3, Story. Throughout The Incredibles, the world in which the main characters live is introduced to us, as well as the particulars of the characters themselves. We get to see Bob and Helen as Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl, respectively. And then, when supers are outlawed, we get to see them as their mild-mannered alter egos. We feel the strain of family and work.
That still's
but
a
also
little
the
bit
love of an
trying
accepting
to
home.
tell you.
What's important is that Mom and
I
Dad
know
are always
about
a team.
this.
We're always united against
It's still, you know, it's
the
just...
forces of
Pig-headedness. And of course, via a certain number one fan who we'll get to later, we learn the dangers of not being kind to the adoring public. For an origin story, The Incredibles pretty much has it all.
You married Elastigirl? And got
busy! It's a whole family of supers!
In Incredibles 2, though,
Ooh, the whole family of
flipped on its head.
supers.
Bob is now a stay-at-home
That's
dad
still
attempting
success.
to learn new math.
Not the way you're supposed to do it, Dad. They want us to do it
I
this
don't
way.
know that way. Why would they change math? Math is math. Math is math.
And we finally get to see Elastigirl really get her time in the spotlight. There's more exploration into the world of supers versus everyday people, while still trying to get superheroes back into the public's good graces through the Devers Company DevTech.
Ooh,
So if we
that's
wanna
still got a
change
lot
people's
than supers and
perceptions about
things.
superheroes, we need you to share your perceptions.
Still got a good look of these
Incredibles 2
superheroes,
finds a way
though.
to do something new with its story, and does not fall back on easy superhero tropes. So while the plot of the first film was interesting, fun, and funny enough to draw in viewers the world over, the story of the sequel will keep them coming. And with the space and ability to flesh out these lovable characters even more, Incredibles 2 takes this round. Winner, Incredibles 2.
I haven't been sleepy.
Oh, The
I
Incredibles
broke my
2
guard.
still got the
They keep
winners. It
changing
takes.
math. We needed AA batteries, but I got AAAs, and now we still need AA batteries.
Round 4. Action. From the opening moments of a simple car chase and the not-so-simple encounter with Bon Voyage, right up to the end when the car's house explodes,
Ooh, the
Incredibles
supervillain.
is loaded with action sequences.
That's still got a good
Each one
action
is
on
more
my
fun and
action
engaging than the
movies.
last, pulling us deeper and deeper into the world of
Ooh,
the
it's a
supers.
good
There are
superhero
huge battles
looking.
against robots. There are
I'm glad you
smaller,
came
slighter
back in
battles
time,
against guards.
Ma.
And along the way, there is a plane
Still
crash and
gone
Jack
way.
Jack's demon side. Something's happening. What's happening? All in all, it's an intense thrill ride. Incredibles 2 keeps that action going, picking right up where the previous movie left off. Remember the Underminer?
Behold the Underminer!
He's after all of the city's money. Elastigirl saves a bullet train,
Ooh, the
and even takes on
Underminer.
Screenslaver in a one-on-one battle.
Still
And
getting
as
ready
with
or
its
not a
predecessor,
chance
there is
either.
plenty of high action to keep a viewer engaged,
Still
and make
got
it
the
easy to
best
fall
thing
in
of
love
my
with the Parr
shot.
family and their super friends all over again. Seeing as how both of these films are overflowing with heroics, it's easy to say that action sequences abound. And in both, they are pretty amazing. However, with fight scenes like the one on the island, and even against Bon Voyage, we have to give this round to The Incredibles. Winner, The Incredibles.
That was totally
Here's the last one.
Round 5. Villain.
I'm Syndrome, your nemesis at it!
Brilliant.
In both movies in the Incredibles franchise, there are sub-villains and the main villain. In The Incredibles,
That's really
the
hard to
sub-villain
do
is
a
Bon
hero
Voyage,
like now.
a baddie who Mr. Incredible has clearly fought
Still
and
got
lost
a
to
lot of
before.
superheroes
But
in
Buddy
any
Pine,
chance.
also known as Syndrome, is the cautionary tale of mistreating your fans.
You fly?
Fly home, buddy. I work alone.
Oui, et ta tenue est complètement ridicule! Just give me one chance.
Vendetta driving resentment is a pretty hard emotion to shake, as we'll find out in the sequel as well. And it's the motivating force behind all of Syndrome's misdeeds.
You sly dog! You got me monologuing!
Ooh,
He has spent his whole life,
Syndrome.
his money, and his
That's
very
still got a
resourceful mind to
superhero
bring about the end
now.
of Mr. Incredible, going so far as to kill other supers to
I
protect the
can
killing
barely
machine that'll
wait
do it.
this.
That and his death scene make
Bill's
us
definitely
question
know
whether
about
this is a
robot
kids'
coming
movie.
by.
Meanwhile, in the sequel, the previously mentioned Underminer is pretty well forgotten in the first action sequence. But if you stayed past the credits, you may know that he's far from gone. Throughout much of Incredibles 2, another vendetta-ridden supervillain is here to take on the Super Family and Company, Screenslaver.
The Screenslaver interrupts this program for an important announcement.
Screenslaver's abilities are admittedly pretty awesome,
Ooh.
capable of hypnotizing anyone
You know,
to do their
still
bidding.
got
Far
hypnotized.
more than just a vendetta against one
Screenslaver's
specific
gonna
super,
be a behavior.
Screenslaver is out to make all supers pay. There are some stupendous villains in both of these films, with grudges that are easily relatable.
Like a family.
However, while Screenslaver is pretty cool, Buddy Pine turned Syndrome owns the original hard feelings.
Oh,
towards the
Syndrome's
Super
a
Family,
villain.
and therefore
Very
takes
mean.
this final round.
Very cool.
Huh? Oh, come on! You gotta admit this is cool!
Winner, The Incredibles.
Whoa, that's tough. Woo!
This is just too good!
Well, it seems even a fantastic sequel can't beat the original. So while we
Well,
definitely
The
think
Incredibles
everyone
is
should
the
go
winner
see
of the
Incredibles
case.
2, The Incredibles wins by 1 point, 3-2.
I mean, after all, I am your biggest fan.
Well, I think that's it. Well, anyways, see you next week on 30 Weeks for 30 Years. It's 2005.
Oh, it's over. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Well, that's it, folks. Bye-bye.
Well, that's it. Thanks for watching. Ahem.
Duncan, come on, please.
This
Yeah! Thank you! Thank you! You're too kind!
Well, can't you watch it?